In everyday life, understanding the thoughts and feelings of others not only helps us communicate more effectively, but also enhances empathy and connection among individuals. This article will introduce one of the useful methods for reading minds through 3 simple yet powerful techniques. By applying these methods, you can easily recognize the emotions and thoughts of those around you, thereby improving relationships and communication. The story of the 2 brothers. The story begins in a distant village where 2 brothers lived together. The older brother was blind and spent most of his time at home, while the younger brother worked as a farmer. However, their garden was constantly threatened by wild animals. The younger brother felt very frustrated and troubled by this issue. After many days of contemplation, he came up with an interesting solution. Why not seek the help of his blind brother? The younger brother decided to build a small hut in the field and asked his brother to sit there, informing him of any sounds he heard. When the blind brother heard the noise of the animals, he would shout to scare them away. This method effectively protected their crops. One day, a deer ran through and broke the fence before escaping. Soon after, a king hunting the deer arrived in the field. The king asked the blind brother if he had seen the deer. The blind brother replied that he could not see, but knew that the deer was not worth the king pursuing. The clever response of the blind brother astonished the king, who could not comprehend how a blind person could know such information. When the king inquired further about how the blind brother knew the deer was pregnant, he explained that he could sense everything around him through sound and the way animals moved. Thus, the story opened up valuable lessons about listening and observing. Method 1. Paying attention to the eyes. The first method for reading others' thoughts is to pay attention to the eyes. The eyes are often referred to as the windows to the soul, and they can indeed convey a great deal. When communicating, if you notice the eye contact of the person opposite you, you may recognize their emotions. If a person cannot look you in the eye, they may be feeling anxious or dishonest. Conversely, if they maintain a steady gaze without avoiding it, this could be a sign that they are engaged and want to communicate. The way their eyes move, from looking back and forth, may indicate they are trying to escape the conversation. Illustrative story. There was a time when I met a woman who seemed very busy. When I inquired about her life, her eyes frequently darted away, clearly indicating that she was anxious and wanted to end the conversation quickly. Method 2. Facial expressions. The face is like a painting, reflecting inner emotions and thoughts. Each facial feature can convey a message without words. A genuine smile creates a connection, while a frown may indicate sadness or dissatisfaction. Gestures such as squinting or furrowing the brow when hearing something confusing may indicate they are trying to think or feel bewildered. Illustrative story. I remember once meeting an old friend. Even though he said he was very happy, the wrinkles on his forehead and his distant gaze indicated he was facing a serious problem in his life. Method 3. Body language and gestures. Body language is a crucial part of understanding others' thoughts. The way a person uses their hands and body to express themselves is also significant. If someone crosses their arms, they may be defensive or disagreeing with what you are saying. Conversely, when a person leans forward, it may indicate they are very interested in the conversation. Illustrative story. One time when I attended a presentation, the speaker not only spoke, but also used his hands to emphasize his points. The way he moved his hands showed that he was passionate and confident about the subject he was presenting. Conclusion. Understanding the minds and emotions of others is not just a communication skill, but an art. By paying attention to the eyes, facial expressions, and body language, you can unlock a new world in how you interact with those around you. The most important thing is to focus on the present and listen sincerely. From the story of the two brothers and the lessons they imparted, we can see that reading thoughts is not merely an ability, but a journey towards understanding and empathy in human relationships. Always remember that in every situation, calmness and respect are the keys to connecting with others. Final words. When you apply these three methods in your daily life, you will find that your ability to understand and communicate will be significantly enhanced. Experiment and observe what the eyes, faces, and body language of others convey. You will discover many interesting and valuable insights about the people around you.